Hey guys, how you doing? Ron here with TechTipsToGo. So in today's video, this one is for DAG Constellation. This one is going out for Bollymans in our group. I wanted to make this video because guys are saying that I'm posting about bots, etc. And the question is, do they really work? Okay, what are the risks? I'm going to show you in this video my 100% win rate strategy. Okay, people are saying, okay, well, when things go sideways, then you get wrecked. Okay, I'm going to show you what I do on how to avoid those losses. And like I said, it's based on your clear strategy. So when you think about a bot, okay, a bot is, don't think of it as a scam. All a bot is, in my way, because I use DCA bots or I open up my bot trades via TradingView strategy, meaning you've got 1,000. So I developed my own script. You've got 1,000 indicators here. So you could come over to technicals, right? And you could see like there's 1,000 scripts and indicators that you can use, and you pile them up and you put them together, and you say if the RSI reaches this with a trend line and a pin bar and prices above this, blah blah blah, I want to take a call. I want to take a long, meaning I want to buy low and then I sell high. Okay, that's how day traders, scalp traders, swing traders trade. They trade based on conditions that are met. Okay, so these are conditions that I have built on a script. So this is my win rate percentage, and I'm going to go through this. So I custom made like literally in seconds. Well, I didn't make it. We've already developed a script, but we just had to fine tune some settings for the DAG, Constellation DAG on a 5-minute scalp. So what I mean by 5-minute scalp is I'm using the 5-minute chart, right? I go here, and my bot is doing a lot of orders of buying and selling. Now people are saying, well, how do you make money in this? Okay, if you're just using one bot, you won't make a lot unless you put a lot of capital towards DAG. Okay, but I run about 10 to 15 bots with the coins that I like. Okay, well, not 10 to 15. It just depends. If we're very bullish, then and we're going in a trending direction, then I'm going to go long. Okay, in the opposite direction, I'm going to go short. So I like to trade with coins in case the event where things do go south, which rarely happens because we never have like a more than a 50% drop in a day without retracing or getting a pullback. Meaning over here, we never drop down like this 50% on a 5-minute chart and never come back up, get a little pullback. That never happens, okay? You could go through, you could see we deviate down and then we get a pullback up. We deviate, we go down, we get a pullback. We get tons of pullbacks, right? So anyways, look at this. And when you use trading bots, you don't use stop losses. Very rare, okay? They're called safety orders. So when you're scalping, you don't want to be greedy. A lot of people take 0.4% to anywhere from about 1.25%. If you're going 2%, it's getting a little greedy, okay? And you can see, for me, I like to go 0.75 to 1%, but have a lot of bots fire, so they fill, they close, and off to the next, okay? So let me just, you could fast forward this, okay, a little bit. I'll actually speed it up and you'll see that it wins. So look, we took 1% here, the bot closes. Prior, okay, you're looking at this and you're like, okay, well, it went long and it didn't close, okay? So here's the question. How do you avoid this? This is how you avoid it. So here, I'm on KuCoin. I got to use the DAG to USDT. This is called safety orders. Okay, how many safety orders do you want for price to deviate? Let's say I want a maximum of 12 safety orders. Okay, and then when price deviates 1.5% or whatever your strategy is, 2%, let's say, for example. Okay, so it tells you your max safety order price deviation is 24%. So we come back to DAG and you look at this and you're like, okay, well, you would have lost here, right? Right, because price didn't fill your 1%. Actually, it did here. So, right. Yeah, it did. Right there. So it filled. So let's say it didn't. Okay, so this wins, this wins. Let's say it didn't. What happens? So over here, we have a max price deviation of 24%. We're doing safety orders of 12 with a 2% deviation. Okay, so every time the price goes down 2%, we are going to rebuy. Okay, so we have a rebuy level right here. Okay, so you rebuy bigger than your base order size. Okay, so this is your base order size up here. Let's say you put $20. Typically, your safety order size is bigger because you want to make sure you're DCAing your average, your dollar cost averaging a lower buy. So you went 2% lower than your original buy, which is around here. So your first safety, and this is all through automation. The bot will automate this. So depending on how much capital you put in, now your buy, your average price is here. Okay, and let's say you just did one safety order. So you deviated 2%, right? Like I showed you here. And maybe your new dollar cost average buy-in is here. So now we can draw a line. This is your new average. Okay. So now we need just to go 1% take profit. The bot needs to do 1% take profit from this level, and it reaches it right here. So how long did that trade take? It took 1 day to fill, and we would have missed this long, right? Because it didn't fill, but that's okay. A win is a win. Okay. It took profit. Now let's say we didn't have this wick. Okay. Then you just keep deviating 2%. You'd buy, so you go down 2% here. And if it didn't fill along the wicks, you'd do another 2%. Okay. So your dollar cost averaging through automation. And now we probably fill around this area. Okay. So then we back test. And the dash A is an aggressive bot. Okay. Let's say you don't like this and you want to be more conservative on your bot and you just don't want to take that many safety orders. You just want it to fill. A lot of traders like to trade based on the EMA. They say, hey, I only want to go long if price is above the 14 EMA. Then you look and you can see that it just takes different positions, more conservative positions, but it wins more consistently. Look here, see? It just doesn't fire as much. So this is where you have to think of your strategy of, okay, well, and this is where you have to think of your strategy and say, hey, okay, well, what kind of strategy do I want? Conservative, aggressive? Because we have a dash C and a dash, look, you could see VeChain, we have Cardano, Bitcoin, we have an aggressive script, we have conservative. So the dash A is conservative, dash A is aggressive, dash C is conservative. But you could also fine tune and adjust this just through the settings here. You could say, hey, I only want to go through the magic number. A lot of people say the magic number is at the 100 or the 200, depending on your time frame. But you're not going to get that many calls. And with that being said, you can say, hey, well, I want to increase the capital and do it that way. So anyways, let me take off the settings here. So that's how the bot works. And pretty much this is an aggressive one and quickly made it up. So it's not fine-tuned like exactly. This is super aggressive where, okay, you're going to have to make sure that your strategy is right, meaning your safety orders and your take profit percent as well. So if you look at this, okay, over here for this DAG long, we went 1%. Okay, here's the steps. Okay, this is the steps of what I did here. So your buy price is here, right? Okay, your buy price is here. That was your step one. Your step two was, okay, this line is your take profit percentage. So from here to here, we want to take profit of 1%. Okay, we look down the line. We don't buy. Okay, we don't buy. And this is August 14th when we had that big crash down. Okay, price deviated a lot. Like, look down here. So people are saying, usually most people say, well, when you're running a bot, you get wrecked on the price down. Yes, depending, if you don't have your strategy set up right, you'll get wrecked. So step two, that's your take profit percentage over here on this line. And you can clearly see that it loses if you just stop at one safety order. Okay, so like I said, it's just strategy. So the bot buys down depending on how you have your safety orders set up and your safety order step scale. So that's 34. So you divide that by how many safety orders you would need. And now your new price, so I calculated this. So basically your new price, your dollar cost average price. So you deviated here. Well, you could have deviated here and then, maybe your average. So you deviated here on this one. Okay. But now your average price is around here. Let me just move this here. So you see this wick up, now your average price was here because the bot auto bought, right? And now your average price is here or here or here. Okay, probably around here. Or we could even put it lower. Maybe your average price is here that you got in. But like I said, we always have wicks, especially when you look on a 5-minute chart. So now what happens is you wicked all the way down here. Now your take profit percentage fills there, and it goes on to the next one here. Okay, so if you look at this one, you can see the DAG long. It closes. It closes in an hour, less than an hour, and then you rinse and repeat. So basically, you take profit of 1%, so it goes back down to the next one here. Okay, we deviated 19%. So let's say your new average buy-in is here. So price fills 1% right there. So these trades, it only took, it took 2 days, right? But it filled. But you also have other bots that are running. Okay, then it's on to the next trade. Okay, so then this one takes profit without a safety order. This one meets the wick up here. This one meets that one, it wins. Okay, so that's how you run the strategy. Try not to overcomplicate things, but like I said, you just want to make sure that you've got great signals, okay, to get into the long positions, and then creating your safety orders and your strategy. Okay, like I said, there's probably about 4 different factors to make your bot successful. Okay, but these are the main ones. One being not too greedy on the price, making sure that you got your signals, the strategy, and then the safety order set up. Then it's about managing, the financials of how many bots you want to run, and how many of them do you want to run on a 5-minute time frame versus a 30. Because I run mine on a 30, a 5, a 1 hour. Okay, the 30, the 5, the 30, the 1, and the 4 hour are on ETH and Bitcoin, because those have the most volume. And you guys know I just love Bitcoin, and I like Ethereum. Those are just like super long plays. So I'm doing both a DCA strategy, a short strategy, and a long strategy on that. So anyways, that's it for the DAG video. You can see over here, like, it just, you win. Some people had different strategies and they're using it on KuCoin. KuCoin is not the way to go. Okay, well, because you can't create a deal start condition on this. And what I mean by deal start condition is you add this as an alert, and you have a webhook to send it to 3 commas. And then the message alert fires it over to 3 commas, and it starts in 3 commas, and then it does it all automated. In KuCoin, you can't do that. Okay, so you come over here and you get a TradingView custom signal. So your deal start conditioning is a TradingView custom signal, and that TradingView custom signals comes from this long. Every time this pops up, okay, this will pop up when it detects it, and then it sends a trigger. It fires back to 3 commas very fast through this webhook URL, because the message fired, and then that's how it happens. It'll start automatically. It'll start, and it'll auto-fill everything for you. So everything is automated. So now, like, because when you scalp trade, you got to sit in front of the computer depending 3-4 hours. If you're taking 2-3 trades, 2 trades probably like 4 hours. I don't like sitting in front of my computer for that long. So I like to automate things. I like to get into things passively. So anyways, that's the DAG strategy. Hope you enjoyed the video. The next video, I know you guys were talking about the sharing. You want to see how the sharing bot works and how it wins using both the -C and the -A. So I'll make that video next.